नमस्कार आणि येवकार तुमकां सगळ्यांक आयच्या खाशेल्या कार्यावळीन. युजली ह्या म्हयन्यान आमचे एग्जामींचे रिजल्ट्स जातात. SSC जावं हाय सेकंड्रीचे रिजल्ट जे आसा ते सगळे जातात. आनी ताच्या नंतर जी धांवपळ जाता ती करियर सोदपाची. थोडे जाण व्हेरी फोकस्ड आसता, ते आदी पासून आपल्याक खबर आसता की खंय वचपाचें तें. थोडे जाण जे म्हाज्या सारकेले आसता ते मागीर रिजल्ट जावन आपलो करियर खंय कितें करपाचो तें चिंतता. एक वेगळ्या प्रकारचे कार्यावळ करियरा बद्दल घेवन येवपाचो हो प्रयत्न आसा. तशेंच खंयचें एड्युकेशन जे आमी करियर चूज केलें, खंयचें एड्युकेशनल इन्स्टिट्यूट चूज करपाचो होय आमी प्रयत्न करतले जाणून घेवपाक वीच इज द रायट इन्स्टिट्यूट फॉर यू. आयज व्हेरी स्पेशल गेस्ट आसा आमच्या ह्या प्रोग्रामान. म्हणजे तांची म्हाका दिसता ओळख करप हे चॅलेंजींग टायम फॉर मी, बिकॉज इतकें तांच्यांनी केलां काम. आनी फाटले 1 वर्सान जर गोंयान तुमी जर तांकां नोट केला जाल्यार तुमी तांचे अचिवमेंट तुमी स्वता पळयला आसतले. वेल, लेट मी जस्ट बिगीन. आयज जे आमच्या बरोबर आसात ते आसा फाउंडर एंड डायरेक्टर ऑफ एस्टेलर अकॅडमी, श्री योगेंद्र सर शिकावर. सर, वेलकम टू द शो.
Thank you so much, sir.
Let me first introduce you to all the viewers who don't know you exactly, but your students for the last 1 year would definitely know you. So let me just take the privilege to introduce you first. He is an academic profession for last 13 years in the experience of coaching industry, a computer engineer from NIT Jaipur. Tashat, he has worked with topmost brands in coaching industry at Kota, Jaipur and Goa. Has produced many ranks in top 100 in various competitions like IIT, JEE, NET, AIIMS, AIPMT, KVPY, NTSC and Olympiads. Well, Esteller Academyचो प्रवास हो गोंयान खूप नामनेचो आसा. फाटले 1 वर्सान तांच्यांनी जो बदल हाडपाचो प्रयत्न केला ह्या एड्युकेशन फिल्डान ते हांव मुद्दम तुमकां जाणून सांगपाक सोदता. ते म्हळ्यार दे हॅव बीन able to secure the first position in Goa Board of High Secondary School Examination. 30 students from batch of around 60 people, 60 students got admission in Goa Medical College and Goa Dental College. Tashet 4 students got admission in NITs and 2 in BITS Pilani. All this at a very just 1 year time frame and he sagळे तांच्यांनी achievement केला. Sir, first of all, very great accomplishment in the first year. I would have asked you, how do you feel being in the Goa, especially representing your institute? And with this, obviously you have a lot of achievements to speak about. How do you feel, sir?
Sir, actually, it's a very good feeling to be in Goa and to train Goan students. Because what I have experienced being in Goa, that the Goan students have tremendous potential.
Yeah.
The only thing which they require is the guidance and the proper training so that they can get a very good score in any of the competitive exam. If they are trained well, they can do excellent in any of the competitive exam which is held across India, whether it is IIT or whether it is medical or even you can talk about IS also. So they have the tremendous potential. The required thing is that they are properly trained for that.
Okay. Sir, I no program of mine that we have shot in the studio, as we have always opened with pandemic. We are in the pandemic situation, we are in the lockdown, you are into the education, coaching, teaching stuff. You know, how do you see this? How do you see envisage technology and how are you battling these challenging times in the business?
Actually, as you have very nicely mentioned, that it is a difficult time for everyone. We are facing a situation which is unprecedented. And everyone is finding themselves in a very tough position. But at the same time, we as an educator, we as the leader of the society, we need to find solutions so that the life can move on. So what we have done in Esteller Academy, that earlier we used to teach completely offline. That means students were coming to us to get the training. But when this situation arises, what we did, we changed our entire teaching system to online mode.
Okay.
Now, presently, all of our students who are enrolled with us, they are getting trained at their home. We are maintaining their safety as first and topmost priority. But at the same time, we are ensuring that they are learning at home. So learning should not stop. And for that same purpose, we are here and we are trying to achieve that in much better way.
Sir, we hear a lot of things saying that, you know, we have to learn to live with the virus now. You know, we have to maybe change the way we execute ourselves. Especially when you are in this industry, how do you see yourself? Because there is no, I can't see an end to this pandemic. I can't see, things getting normal in maybe, couple of months. Now also the government has gone ahead and said, we want to conduct the, SSC and HSSC examinations. So how, what is your analysis?
See, as you have rightly mentioned that pandemic is there, virus will remain now in society, and we need to learn to live with the virus.
True.
Now, what is meaning of that sentence? That has to be very clear from education point of view. First of all, we need to learn, we need to change our ways of learning. We need to make sure that safety and security of students is the topmost priority, and they are trained for their competitive preparation for which they aspire, because competition next year are going to be conducted on the scheduled date. Next year I am talking.
Yeah.
So we need to train our kids or younger generation keeping that thing in mind, and the competition will remain there because students across India, they are trying their level best to get trained by some or the other way of training.
True.
So keeping the same thing in mind, what we have done, that we have shifted our entire way of training and testing, doubt discussion also, study material providing also, everything we have sent in online mode. Students are getting books also at their homes. They are getting assignments. Assignments are being discussed daily and regularly, and that way their doubts are very much cleared. So now the thing is, what students' point of view, what things are required, and from parents' point of view, which things are required, that they need to mend their ways, they need to slightly modify their ways of learning, and they need to have open mind towards online mode of training also. Because till the time we get the permission from government authorities to conduct classes offline, we need to maintain that they are at their places and their learning is continued.
Okay, you mentioned your strategy that you've implemented in educating the students. How are students coping? Because being a Goan, I find it very difficult to be enclosed in a room. I would watch a movie on my laptop, but then again, education. There are startups, there are apps which are into this particular thing. But then again, how are the students coping to this particular challenge?
It's a very good question. Basically, you have touched 2 points. One is the psychology of Goan students, and second thing is their need to be taught and trained. So, if I share my experience, parents are very much keen and very much aware also nowadays. In last few years, the scenario has been changed. Now, I am sharing a personal experience. When I am conducting classes, sometimes even parents are sitting with the students and watching the lectures.
Okay.
And they are ensuring that whether whatever thing, the issues which students are facing, are those issues actually real, or students are trying to escape from the learning. And many parents have said that yes, the way we are delivering the content and lectures, it is very effective. Now the thing which is required from the student side is the practice. So for that also, what we have implemented, we have started giving them assignments, and we are ensuring that their assignments are checked. So if you give only assignment and if you don't do the follow-up, if you don't check it, then students have that freedom not to solve it.
Yeah.
But if you make sure that they are solving, then you are ensuring that learning is continued.
Awesome.
So one thing is delivering the lecture. Second thing is giving them homework. Third thing is checking and making sure that they are doing the homework. And fourth thing is you are conducting a test to ensure and to find out that actually yes, they have learned or not. And fifth thing, which is the integral part of this, is their doubt discussion. Okay. When they have solved questions, suppose they have attempted 30-40 questions, out of those 30-40 questions, there can be 10 doubts. So those doubts should be cleared within the time frame so that their interest and motivation level is maintained. So we are ensuring and we are implementing further checks and balances also, because this is a new thing for everyone.
True.
So as an educator also, we are also evolving, and slowly and steadily we are moving towards being perfect.
Okay, nicely said, sir. Evolution is part of life. Sir, let me admit something, that I have never been a bright student. Okay, when there is, say, around a batch of students, and now you are implementing education in terms of online, where you are not able to see the person, you are just interacting him online. Do you feel that this education is imparted equally to all the students of the batch?
It's a very good question which you have raised actually. What mostly people do in this coaching sector is that they pay attention to only bright students.
Hmm.
When those bright students get a very good result, then they publish those results and then they say that this is their result. But they don't pay attention to those students who are not that bright in studies or those who have lack of interest in studies. So in our online mode of teaching which we are following nowadays, we also record our lectures. Each and every lecture which we deliver is being recorded. So if for any reason a student is not able to understand any concept, that student can revisit that lecture, and by using that he or she can clear his or her doubts. Even after that, if doubts are there, then through our platform, which is very interactive, a student can post their questions and queries. That can be posted in group also. That means all students can see also. And if they are feeling shy, they can post it individually also. Those doubts are cleared by the faculties later. So we have a cohesive way of learning through all the modes. Within the class also, outside class also, through doubt discussion also, and through test and assignments also.
Okay, it's a nice thing, sir. But also, you also mentioned in terms of study material, you also mentioned in terms of assignments. How are you coordinating this part of the story? Because it is a very integral part of the system.
Correct. So what we have done basically, as hard copy nowadays are not available because mode of transportation and this traveling is not available. So what we have done, we have converted entire content into online mode. Online mode means a student is getting PDFs. Those PDFs can be read through laptops, desktop, even mobile also, and that is working as their study material. Questions are also given in that format also, so that they can solve it. And those solutions which they are doing in their copies, they can keep those copies, and as and when we are getting the opportunity, when these restrictions are over, then those copies can be checked in physical form also. And till that time, students are posting their copies, screenshots of that, to make sure that they are solving questions at home.
Okay. One important question, sir. In this modern age or the present age, when your mobile and laptops and even your television screens are used for gaming, it's used for OTT platforms, parents usually have this apprehension that, any education or anything that a child does on the mobile or on the screens is not fruitful for. There are a lot of parents, I meet a lot of parents, they're saying that, I've got some relatives of mine who are young and they're always on the mobile. How would you convince the parents, because they are the decision making? Obviously, the child chooses the career, but here are the parent who invests time and energy in the child, and you have to convince them. So this question is from all the parents to you.
Yes, sir. So basically, first of all, the thing which is to be kept in mind, that we are not doing it as a luxury. We are providing these facilities as need. So it is for the need of learning process for which this thing is being implemented. We are not telling students to watch movies on mobile or to spend their times in activities which are not productive. So the mobile or any other mode of communication can be given to them for a certain duration of time when their classes are there or they are actually studying. As lockdown is going on, parents are also mostly at home. They can monitor that which activity students are doing at home while they are saying that they are studying in online mode. So monitoring can be effectively done during this time, and that should be go hand in hand with the way of teaching and learning which is going on. So monitoring of parents and teaching from our side both, and third thing is efforts of students. If these all three stakeholders, teacher, student and parent, when they come together and they play their roles effectively, a very good result is being produced.
So I believe also when you are physically there in a coaching class, you end up in transport and all those things. Traveling is a very important part of it. So I think this is a good opportunity for the students as well to divert their energy, resource. A lot of time that has been wasted. You can divert that and it can be a really productive exercise.
In
Okay.
fact, when I teach in my classes,
Yeah.
I counsel them. I tell them that this you treat this as opportunity given
Hmm.
by God in form of a pandemic,
Yeah.
because it is up to us which way we see things.
Hmm.
We can make things as positively also. We can take things as negatively also.
True.
So any obstacle can be made as a stepping stone for the success also.
Very
Now
true.
they have the limitation. They have the limitation that they cannot move out.
Hmm.
Now what they are going to do with their time?
Hmm.
If they use it wisely for their
Hmm.
study, for their
Hmm.
career,
Hmm.
they can reach at a very high level in life. And
True.
if they are going to waste their time, then at the end of the day or after some time, only they are going to realize that they have wasted their time.
Okay.
So
S-
we
yeah.
as a we as a coach, we as a guide, we
Hmm.
need to tell them the all possibilities. We
Hmm.
need to tell them what is right. We need to tell them what is wrong,
Hmm.
and then we need to help them in taking wise decisions.
Hmm.
Because
Okay.
at the end of the day, those are students of age 13, 14, 15, 16.
True.
So they need our continuous guidance and
Guidance,
motivation
motivation.
and
Yeah.
help in decision making. So we need to tell them how to take wise decisions.
Okay. So perfect. My next question is a very important one. Since you are an expert in NEET, JEE and competitive exam preparations, my question to you would be regarding students and parents' expectations with respect to the reduction in the syllabus of board exams for the academic year 2020-21. What is your opinion on this one? And also, what is your opinion and expectation with respect to the this year's level of papers of NEET and JEE?
So, but these are very two important
Hmm.
questions related to these competitive exams.
Hmm.
So first, let me answer your second question that you are asking, that what will be the level of difficulty of
Yeah.
NEET and JEE exam this year.
Hmm.
So this year, as far as if you see as an educationist or as an administrator, the topmost priority of those people is to get the exam conducted anyhow,
Hmm.
and the result should be declared so that these students who are stuck in between, they can move on in life, they can get into college, and the process can continue. So, as per my opinion, what is going to happen, that paper this year won't be very tough, because anyway students are facing a very mental situation which is
correct. Yeah.
giving them stress. They are emotionally drained also, because they don't know when actually the exam is going to be conducted. Date is given as 26th of July, but even then at that time they are not sure whether the exam will be conducted or not. So the thing is, they are already stressed due to all these things. So the authorities would like to give them a moderate or easy paper, so that each and every student can give their best, and the result can be declared, announced based on the merit. They can get admission in colleges.
Okay.
So my expectation says easy to moderate paper will be there this year.
Okay. That is a frank analysis. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, see, syllabus changing is a part of competitive preparation. Authorities keep on adding chapters, also keep on repeating, deleting chapters also from the competitive preparation. So, as per my opinion, certain chapters which are not of that importance, those can be removed from the syllabus. And even if the syllabus is less, intelligence of a person can be checked with lesser number of chapters also.
Okay.
So, whatever will be the syllabus after seeing the guidance or syllabus released by the authorities, let's say for NEET or NTA. So whatever will be the syllabus, we are going to train students according to that, and we are going to make sure that very good result is produced within that syllabus. And also, being in this industry for last so many years, more than a decade, we have seen many changes. So removing of syllabus certain chapters is not a big deal. We can easily handle it.
Okay.
So students need not be worried. Whichever chapters are being taught to them, they need to focus on those chapters. They need to be expert in those chapters. If any help is required from our side, we are here. They can take help of us also.
Okay. Another one, last question, a very important one is the NEET was scheduled to be held on 3rd of May. Now, because of this pandemic crisis, it had been rescheduled on 26th of July. Even JEE is postponed now. What do you feel is the impact on the child psychology? We have spoken during the pandemic phase. You also mentioned a little, if you can elaborate on the child students perspective, one, and also as an educationist, what is that you are bringing on the table just to help the students, maybe motivate them, encourage them?
This is again a very relevant and very important question. Now let me tell you the dynamics of this training and learning process. In competitive preparation, we don't just teach them for syllabus. We are not simply teaching them the syllabus. We are also training them in various skills. That's why we are called coaching. We are not tutoring. In tutoring, what happens? A person delivers knowledge, and now it is up to the student how to use it. But in coaching, we give them the knowledge. Apart from that, when they get the knowledge, then we do testing also. When we do testing, then a student realizes that, okay, these topics are not very well prepared, or their accuracy level is not good, or their time management is not good, or sometimes they are not able to feel they are not able to actually, hold on the pressure. They are not able to handle the pressure during the competitive exam. So we need to work on each one of them, and requirement of each and every student is different. So we as an educationist, we as in a coaching, we need to give suitable input to each and every student. Now, when this exam is being delayed for so many days, now what is going to happen due to uncertainty? Students are going to face emotional pressure also. I receive phone calls of students when they are saying, "Sir, we are not able to handle things." And then I talk to them, then I counsel them, and I tell them that you don't worry, you keep on preparing, and with the time, in fact, you take this as an opportunity to prepare extra. That is how we are doing. In fact, let me tell you, when you have asked what mostly coachings do, they prepare students only for the syllabus, and then they leave them. They don't even pay attention to their requirements once the student is out of the coaching. Now, what we have done, when I got to know that exam will be conducted on 26th of July, daily I have kept 2 hours of extra practice to all the students who are going to write exam this year.
Okay.
So daily I am clearing their doubts chapter wise. I am giving them question bank for discussion. I am giving them motivation lecture, and I am telling them how to handle their own mind also, how to handle themselves emotionally also, and how to keep their momentum and strategy going on, because 75 days is a long duration. If you don't guide them, if you don't channelize their energy, they can within 10 days, if they waste their 10 days of preparation, they can lose their entire year. So we as an educator, what we need to do is we need to do the hand holding of the students. We need to help them in every possible way, and that is what we are doing.
Okay, sir, thank you very much. It was pleasure chatting with you, and obviously you've cleared my doubts that I had. Obviously my viewers will have n number of doubts, and obviously if I get some of them, I'll definitely get you back on this particular program, and try to answer a lot many other queries of theirs, whether it is students or parents. Well, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to interact with students through your platform.
Okay, thank you. Pleasure, sir.